Hello and welcome to Sports Review right here on iBrandTV. It's a new month. Happy new month to you. Yes, the month of February is finally here. We thought January was not going to come to an end, but it is what it is. The month has finally come to an end, and this is February, the month. The promise is to bring more exciting things. Yes, a month of love, that's what it is. But let's talk about the ones that went on in January, the ones that particularly happened over the weekend. Yes, the English Premier League, one of them, Manchester United and Arsenal, lots and lots of interesting things in that game. But one thing he did not produce was the goals. Well, we'll talk about it too, and also the games that went on in English Premier League, Manchester City extending their lead at the top. We'll also be leaving out the leagues, the other big leagues from Europe, how it's looking like right now in those big leagues, the top leagues in Europe. And of course, we'll be talking about the Nigeria Professional Football League. Games also went down this weekend, and we saw lots and lots of goals. Rivers United back on the top. Yes, all of that we'll be talking about. And of course, we'll spend some time to talk about Rafael Nadal and the first Grand Slam of the year that is about to go down right there in Australia. I'll be your host on today's show. Ensure you don't go anywhere, because when we get back from this break, we'll talk about this. My name is Jidechi Chidezie. Welcome back. This is still Sports Review right here on iBrandTV. Now let's start off the show talking about the one that went down right here in Nigeria. It's the Nigeria Professional Football League. Match day 7, yes, it's come to a closure. We are now awaiting match day 8. But how did match day 7 pan out? Abia Warriors, they were able to go on the road and pick a point once again. And that man that is under tension, under so much pressure, Imama and Makabo, he was not able. You remember, he was on a 3-game must-win ultimatum, and he couldn't get any win in those 3 games. But he was lucky enough to come up with 3 draws and 2 of them on the road for his club side. Well, let's look at how things will be panning out for him in the coming days. If Abia Warriors will be kicking him out of the door, or if they'll be leaving him. There were other games that also went out. Rivers United are back at the top of the table, and people in Port Harcourt are right now jubilating and saying this could just be their season. Well, let's take a look at the games that went down during the weekend, and then we'll talk about what the table is looking like right now. It started off on Friday with Plateau United and Nasarawa United right there in Jos. That one ended in favor of the Jos side. And of course, Akwa United and Kano Pillars later on Saturday ended 1 goal in favor of the Uyo side that applied their trade right there at the Godswill at Babio Stadium. On Sunday was Lobby Stars and Abia Warriors, the one I was talking about earlier, ended in a goalless draw. And of course, Dakada and Warri Wolves ended in a 2-0 scoreline. MFM right here in Lagos ended in a goalless draw with Kwara United and Eyimba. Eyimba, so far so good. They've been able to show that they are one of the big sides in Nigeria that are currently second on the table, and that thanks to a 1-0 victory over Katsina United. Jigawa Golden Stars clawed to a late winner to do it 2-1 over Heartland back in the relegation waters. And of course, Sunshine Stars and Rangers 3-1. Rivers United a win, and of course, Ifeanyi a win for them also. Now the table, what's looking like right now, you can see Rivers United and Eyimba both top of the table. Rivers United first, better by goal difference, both 15 points garnered from a possible 21 points. They've played 7 games each, and Rivers United leads the pack at the moment. Nasarawa United, who were formerly first, comes in at 3rd position. Then you have Sunshine Stars and of course Lobby Stars in 5th and 6th. Sunshine Stars and Lobby Stars in 4th and 5th actually, and then Kwara United in 6th position. Now let's run. Rangers International, Kano Pillars all making the top 10. Now let's run and take a look at what the other half of the table is looking like right now. MFM 11th, and down to the relegation position of the table. You have Warri Wolves, Heartland, Abia Warriors, and Adamawa United. That's what the league table is looking like at the moment. Now let's move from Nigeria and talk about Europe. What games went down over the weekend all across Europe? The big leagues in Europe. Let's start off with Germany. Yes, there are some big ones in Germany, and at the moment, well, not at the moment, Bayern Munich, who currently top the German Bundesliga, they were able to churn out a victory in that one in Germany. Yes, as you look through the results, you see Bayern, they won their own, same as Borussia Dortmund, who are also at home, and Frankfurt, Leipzig, we are able to also win. Cologne, and of course Wolfsburg, all the teams that were able to win right there at home. And one man doing it in style for Bayern Munich, keeping them at the top of the table. is Robert Lewandowski. He's been able, the world's best player of the year. He's been able to get 24 goals so far, the top goal scorer right there in Germany. And those goals from him is able to keep Bayern Munich at the top of the table. That's what it's looking like right now. Yes, Munich currently top, 45 points they've gotten so far, followed by Leipzig, Wolfsburg, and of course entering Frankfurt. Now let's move on from Germany and talk about the La Liga quickly. The ones that went out this weekend, big boys all winning their games, but one big side were unable to do it. They stunned many people. Their name is Real Madrid. Yes, while Messi was scoring his 650th goal for Barcelona, Real Madrid are on the other side of Spain, losing to lowly rated Levante right there at the Santiago Bernabeu. Let's take a look at those ones quickly and how the table is looking like right now. Yes, like I told you, Barcelona won. Of course, Atletico Madrid also winning in their own game. The other side, Villarreal were not able to get a win. It ended in a 1-all scoreline with Real Sociedad. Valencia also winning at home, Madrid losing at home, and then Sevilla winning away from home. At the top of the table, Luis Suarez has been able to score so much and do so much for Atletico Madrid so far this season, and he's keeping them at the top of the table, currently 10 points away from second place Barcelona. They have 50 points garnered so far in 19 games. Barcelona coming second, and then Real Madrid, they had a dent to their chase. That loss at home over this weekend, yes, and then there's Sevilla, Villarreal, and Sociedad making the top 6. Quickly, let's make a switch to the Italian Serie A. The games that also went down this weekend had an effect on what the table looks like at the moment. But quickly, let's run through those results from the Serie A this weekend. The big ones, let me just run through the big ones. The ones between Bologna and Milan, and then the 2-1 scoreline. Juve also won their game. Inter cruising to a 4-0 win, and then you can see Atalanta and Lazio ended in a 3-1 scoreline for Lazio. Napoli also winning. Roma also winning. Yes, the big men in that one all winning their game. Currently at the top, still AC Milan. Still second is Inter Milan. Roma third, Juve fourth, Napoli fifth, and on down till the lowly rated sides Cagliari, Parma, and Crotone. That's how it's looking at the base of the table. Now let's go on a quick break. When we come back from here, we'll talk about what the Premier League looks like at the moment, and of course we'll talk some tennis.
You go enter market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do na make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again, my brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga fresh palm fruit extract.
Welcome back. This is still Sports Review right here on iBrandTV. Now let's take a dive from what we are talking about before we went on that break and talk about the English Premier League. Yes, the big one of the weekend did not produce any goals. I really right now do pity for those that placed their money on that one. I know you've lost a lot of money, but it is what it is. Yes, the men that apply their trades for both Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Mikel Arteta decided to settle for a goalless affair right there at the Emirates Stadium. Now let's take a look at how the games went down and talk about what the table is looking like right now after match game week 21. Starting off the weekend was the one between Everton and Newcastle, ended in favor of Newcastle. A shock scoreline for that in that one that involves Carlo Ancelotti's men. Yes, they lost at the Goodison Park. That's how that one ended, 2-0 in favor of Newcastle. And then there was the one between Crystal Palace and Wolverhampton Wanderers, ended 1-0 in favor of Crystal Palace. Man City, despite resting many of their star players, were able to do it, just one goal over Sheffield United. West Brom drawing with Fulham, and Arsenal, Manchester United also joined, this time around a goalless affair. Aston Villa were able to get a 1-0 victory over Southampton. Chelsea cruising to 2-0 victory over Burnley, and the man in charge, Thomas Tuchel, finally getting his first win under him while at Chelsea. Yes, finally getting his first victory as the manager of Chelsea. Leicester City and Leeds United, and that result that stunned many of us ended in favor of Leeds. And then West Ham United and Liverpool, Mohamed Salah finally finding his scoring feet, his scoring boots. He was able to produce 2 goals in that one for Liverpool over Brighton, over West Ham, and then Brighton and Hove Albion also ended in a surprise scoreline, a win for Brighton over Spurs. Yes, the table as it looks right now, Manchester City extending their lead, going away from Man United, who were formerly at the top of the table, 44 points they have, and United second with 41 points. Liverpool are third, Leicester are fourth, and West Ham, the surprise team of the season, currently sitting at fifth. And then you see Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea at 8, Chelsea at 7 rather, Everton is actually decided at 8, Arsenal coming at 10th. And at the base of the table, you have Fulham, West Bromwich Albion, and Sheffield. That's what the English Premier League table is looking like right now. Now let's leave football for a minute and end up talking about, yes, the biggest Grand Slam. Well, not the biggest Grand Slam. It is the first one of the year, the first Grand Slam of the year in the world of tennis. Yes, it is the Australian Open. Many love to call it Aussie. Yes, Aussie Open. And we are now hearing that the big players, the big names that are meant to partake in that one, they are out of quarantine. Yes, they've been observing period of isolation since their arrival right there in Australia. One that is expected to go down right there in the city of Melbourne. Yes, over 1,000 athletes, over 1,000 players and officials arrived in Australia, and they are expected to officially start off the Australian Open on February the 8th. That's when that one will be kicking off officially, and we get to see the likes of Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka. They will all be partaking in that one. Kei Nishikori, yes, they will all be in that one. And Nadal, the 34-year-old tennis legend, he's saying, let's forget about quarantine. Let's get down to business. That's what the former world champion was saying right there in Australia. He said, when we arrived here, we had this quarantine, but I think that's over. It's the moment to start talking about tennis. That's what Nadal told reporters right there in Australia. He said that's why we came here to play tennis, to try to give to the fans around the world and to the fans here in Australia a good show. That's what Nadal is in Australia, ready to give every tennis fan and every sporting fan that is going to be watching from all across the world. Yes, his first game will be against Australia's Alex de Minaur, and that's the first one going to be going out right there at the Rod Laver Arena. We can't wait. I can tell you, I personally cannot wait to see the big men and that have been away from action for so long and finally return to the court right there at Melbourne. Let's call it a wrap here, shall we? Yes, we are out of topics to talk about today, but of course you know that sports never finishes. There's always something to talk about some other time. Today's own was exciting, wasn't it? The first edition of the month of February in the year 2020. We'll be back to talk some more this February, some more this year. Yes, right here on Sports Reviews, all we always do. Yes, because definitely he that fights and runs away leads to fight another day. Till next time I come your way, ensure you stay safe. My name is Jidechi Chideze. For now, I'll say arrivederci.